the stat that you can't see there is there's missed tackles, 14-5. So that's in New Zealand's favour. So when they break, when they clear the ball, when they keep possession and move it, then they look very dangerous and they look like they can score tries from anywhere. I think that's what they have to do in the second half.
So it should be a fascinating second 40 minutes here in Limerick. But at half-time, Munster lead 16-10. The only midweek game on the short All Black tour, and they're behind at half-time, 16 points to 10. Let's hear from assistant coach Steve Hansen with Tony.
Well, 6 points down at half-time, Steve. What's the message in the dressing room?
Yeah, we've just got to get a bit of composure, you know. It's a young side, and I think they're feeling the pressures of the crowd a wee bit, and just get some plays going that we've talked about all week and trained, and if we go through those and commit ourselves to those, we'll be fine.
Not easy though. I mean, they're pretty fired up for this, aren't they? Yeah,
well, that's what you'd expect, you know. That's the great thing about playing midweek games and playing provinces. Like the passion out there is superb, and we've got to match that passion.
Have you kicked away a bit too much ball in the first half?
Yeah, well, I don't know if we've kicked away too much, but we've kicked poorly when we have kicked, so that's a key thing. And you've had a couple of chances we didn't finish either, so just need to get a bit of composure and look after the ball, and we'll be fine.
Thanks, Steve.
Cheers.
From the All Black team management, a little bit more composure, Murray.
Yes, well, I'm pleased that Tony asked that last question, because we got the answer. He did actually end up by saying we need to look after the ball as well, and I'd say that's the number one thing this All Black team needs to do. Composure, certainly understood, but they've got to look after the ball, keep the ball longer. It means the more they've got it, the less that Munster have got it, as far as I'm concerned. And this team can score tries, there's no doubt about that.
Look to be no changes at half-time in the All Black lineup. Munster not back on the field yet, but you'll know about it when they do come back. Yeah, they certainly got a huge cheer when they left the park. 26,000 is capacity here. Sure, there's a few All Black supporters, a few All Black supporter tour groups, but largely they're made up of people from Munster and Limerick, and here they come.
What an occasion.
Piri Wepu looking to lead the All Blacks to victory in this midweek game. Last time the All Blacks played a non-test match, if you like, was way back in 2004 against the Barbarians at Twickenham. And Doug Howlett played on that occasion for the All Blacks.
This is the sort of match they should be playing midweek on tours. This is proof of it. It is fantastic. And people in New Zealand will remember the Lions tour, where they went around the country and played in different venues. Well, this is an example of that.
Referee Point signals time on in the second half, and away we go again. And Munster bring the ball under control. Peter Stringer has had a cracking game at halfback for Munster. Vastly experienced player, of course. Paul Warwick has dictated play well from the back. Now Jane. All Blacks looking to chase onto this. Howlett, a misunderstanding, and Doug Howlett lost it. I think he thought somebody else was going to take it, and the ball was knocked on.
Unplayable first, knock on.
So hesitation amongst the Munster players. We didn't see much of that.
Munster have made a change at half-time, Nisbo. They brought on Tony Buckley, who came on as a replacement at Croke Park in the test, and he's taken over at tight head prop from Timmy Ryan.
Here's the ball. Let's go, Black.
Well, this will be a test for Jamie McIntosh on this loose head side, so we'll see that. The Irish test player. Handed back by Messam to Wepu. Donald now for Toiava, stepping through a few tackles. Goes to ground 5 out from the 22. Wepu gets nailed, but he's strong enough to come back out of it. Ball is there for Messam. for Ben Franks. That's going to be a penalty against hooker Frankie Sheehan. So the All Blacks get an early penalty as the referee plays an advantage. Wepu for Donald. Tui Tavaki. Toiava goes flat for Rokathoko. Defence holds on the 22-metre line. The advantage is gone now as Liam Messam takes it up inside the 22. All Blacks getting a good feel of it early on. Nicely cleared by Wepu. Back on the inside for Gear. He in turn hands it back. And Messam again.
Oh, that was great defence on Messam. All Blacks were beginning to take control.
Ball partially charged. It falls for Gear. So Jose Gear heads off downfield. Bounces out of a couple of tackles. Got one away to Scott Waldron. And the flanker makes ground. 10 out from the line. Coming now for Wepu. Flat pass for Rokathoko. Now it's with McIntosh. And the big prop has lost the ball in contact.
Wow, good controlled play, really. They were hindered, the All Blacks, by a couple of very good defensive moments. This is one of them, actually. Well, McIntosh moved the ball away from the point of contact. There's the primary requirement, but really the All Blacks with the ball in hand look lethal. Players running, decoy players running off, and gaps being found. I can see some tries coming in this second half.
I think this might be Rua Tupoki. It is got caught up in something. Boy, he was a big influence on the first half, though. He's got so much confidence. He knows the players he's playing against so well, and he really is leading the line for this Munster team.
And Peter Stringer as well, Tony. He is making, well, he's just a good decision maker.
All Blacks not providing good, clean ball at the breakdown. They're not cleaning out all that well. Wepu's having to fish around for it, and he's getting put under pressure.
Both sides. Calm down, calm down, calm down. Calm down. We can move.
So what sort of scrum can New Zealand put together here? They've had five scrums in this game only. And they need a good platform here to launch their backline. Very, very dangerous spot, of course, for Stringer, who's putting the ball in. He'll be wanting to hold. They'll want a steady scrum. New Zealand will want to disrupt.
Right, Stringer, no.
Keeping up, keeping up. Bind up, bind up. Yeah, get back.
It's been a pretty even contest, really, this scrum.
Touch, pause, engage, put it.
Right, we're in this time. Taken off the back by Corlin. Munster seem to have it under control. Warwick is deep in his in-goal area.